It's interesting. When I, in preparation for this, was talking to friends and family about Viridian and about the proposition, um, it creates a series of concerns or questions that I wanted to share with
Yeah.
you because I believe that they may be misperceptions, and wanted to give you a chance to knock them down so that people know they're not wrestling with those when they think about whether to come in or not. So
Right.
let me walk you through those. The first thing is that people assume it must be really complicated to enroll with Viridian and switch from the utility and all of that. Is the process difficult? Is it complicated?
No, the process is actually incredibly easy. It really takes about 5 minutes. You can do it either online or by phone or by paper application, and all you need is a copy of a recent utility bill because that has the account numbers we need to switch the account.
And it only takes a few minutes, huh?
Yeah, it's really simple. It's basic information about where you live and your name and your account number.
It's great, and you're in.
You're in.
When they're also worried that they'll have to pay to enroll, do they?
Right. There's no fees to enroll. Enrollment's free. Really, when you go on the website to choose, it's really about choosing the product that's right for you, whether it's a variable or fixed product, the 20% everyday green or the 100% pure green. It's just about choice, not about fees.
Yeah, I really think that's amazing that people need to register at that point. It's easy, and they're not paying a thing
Right.
to be able to take advantage of this proposition. They're also worried, and I think they get confused on this point, but you explained the supply side versus delivery and servicing within the industry. They think they're changing utilities,
Right.
and they're concerned because they've been with NSTAR, they've been with National Grid for a long time, and a tornado goes through here, and those folks are out there fixing the lines, and they're just concerned that they must be switching to somebody else. That isn't the case, is it?
Yeah, so it's really the way the consumer needs to think about it is you're actually not switching away from a utility. You're just choosing a different provider of electricity service. So the utility still will charge you for delivery fees just the same as they always have. They'll still service your account just the same as you always have. If you have an outage, you still call the utility because they're the ones who have the trucks. In fact, I'm a Viridian customer, and I'm in the Connecticut Light and Power territory, and they take care of our house just the same as they take care of everybody else.
No new lines, no new equipment.
I just love that story because when I got into retail energy, my wife, I said, "Hey, we're going to switch companies," and she's like, "Really? Do I have to be here for the guys to put new lines to our home?" And I just say that because it's my wife is an incredibly educated woman, but
Yeah.
that's such a common misperception.
Sure.
The delivery is still that regulated monopoly. We just effectively deliver them our power, and then they deliver it to the homes.
Yeah, and in fact, as someone pointed out to me recently, you're not a utility. You're an energy provider.
Right? We are a
Third-party
a
energy provider
third-party
that
energy
supplies
supplier.
to the utility.
Correct.
Right.
But I think a distinction there that's really important is that we are licensed. We are under the Federal Power Act,
Oh,
treated
yes.
actually like a utility. So from a perspective of the customer, while we're not a utility, we are licensed. That's just an
Yeah.
important distinction.
I think so too, and thanks for putting it in. But in terms of reliability, nobody's complaining who's been with you either, which is, as you said,
Right.
the best proof is sort of in seeing that. Do they have to sign long-term contracts? They're concerned that with a lot of the things that got deregulated, now suddenly they're into 2-year contracts and sizable cancellation penalties if they aren't satisfied or if they see something better and decide they want to switch. How's it all work around that?
So for our standard variable rate product, it's a month-to-month product, and that's a product that the customer, as I like to say, we have to win your business every month, because
Nice.
if you're not satisfied as a customer, you don't feel like we've had the value prop, you can choose another company. We feel confident in having that product because at the end of the day, we think we are going to win your business because you're going to like the green energy you're getting. You're also going to like our rates over time.
Yep.
Our fixed rate products do come with a term commitment. It's generally a $50 cancellation fee, so it's
not that substantial.
it's not too steep. And that customer, frankly, is choosing that product because they want to help the environment and they really want price certainty. So that hopefully that customer isn't leaving us anyways because we're not changing the rate on them.
Right, and they're getting 100% and they're getting it out of you. Well, the utility, and this was an odd one, but I understood why somebody would ask. They say, okay, well, so they're changing the supplier. I get that now. It's not changing the utility. Will the utility be hurt in any sense or sort of resentful of the fact you switched and therefore your service quality is going to change or any of that?
So No. So
Yeah.
the way deregulation works is that the utility actually isn't making any money on the
Oh.
supply of electricity. The utility makes all their money on the delivery, which they get a regulated return, and that is their.
I see.
They still have to provide that. They're still the monopoly provider on that. So the utility really should be indifferent. In many markets, actually, the utility is very open about encouraging people to switch.
Nice.
They post things on their websites that tell customers all about. It's a great program.
So the consumer can green the grid, save money over time. It's easy to do. It costs them nothing. They can cancel at any time. It all seems so compelling. I guess the best proof is how are you doing? How are you doing in the marketplace?
Well, that's the funny. I love that sort of intro because we sort of coined the phrase. It's sort of the biggest no-brainer in history, and it is really true. We as a company, feel like we've grown faster than anybody else. We're a top 25 largest supplier in the country, which we're really proud of because a lot of people on that list are utility affiliates. So we're competing with the biggest of the big, and we've done it, in a really short period of time. So that value proposition, people are just buying into it and getting excited about it because at the end of the day, we're all people who want to do our part. We want to, and Viridian is really an enabler. It's an enabler where people can say, gosh, this was easy to do, didn't cost me any money. Nothing changed, except now I'm getting green energy and saving money over time. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's great, and your growth reflects it.